Hello my friends and welcome to my channel. I have had a little bit of problem with my recording app, so you have just missed 20 minutes of my recording. And the same with yesterday. Then my whole recording kind of disappeared when I was going to upload it. But I can at least show it to you. This is how my opaque page look. It's a textile, big textile pocket, and I put eco-dyed textile on it and an antique piece of tablecloth embroidery. I did some embroidery on it with French knots and some simple stitch, and then I used watercolor to give this flower a bit more and darker colors. It was white embroidery, so it was very light. And then I added these original old book pieces from 1822. So that was yesterday's bad recording. And moving on to today's recording. And it's number 14 or day 14, balance. And I'm going to balance stones. I don't know if you have seen that any time, but you kind of go to the water and put stones on top of each other and try to get them balanced so they won't fall down. So I took one of my old paintings. I can show it to you on the screen. It was actually meant to be roses and green leaves. I did this with acrylic ink. But it didn't look like roses, so I was going to tear it up and do some collage with it. Then I realized it actually looked like stones. So I did cut them out in stone shapes like this. And I'm going to add these as a balance for the stones. And on the background, I use watercolor. Very simple, just smeared some blue and brown onto it. So nothing fancy or difficult. I just took my credit card and I draw lines and sprayed on water so it could flow onto waves. So there is where this recording starts. Sorry about that, but now I have reinstalled my app, so I hope that it will settle this time and do its work. Okay, I'm going to put my clip back. Now that you saw last day's disaster too. To give my stones a little bit of dimension, I have glued on some cheesecloth, and I'm going to do the same on these two. And I'm putting it a little different. In this one I put it in the middle, and on these ones I have put it a little bit on the side, mostly to just give it some differences. And I think this small one don't need so much. So I thought I could try to give them a 3D look with a little bit of belly. So I'm gluing this in the middle and then I put glue around it. And then I'm just putting it on top of the other one and squeezing down the edges. So hopefully you will see a little bump on it. I'm not sure how much it shows on the recording. But it's a bit fun to can touch them and feel that it's round. So let's see, you put it a little bit aside so it looks like it's even more balanced. I was thinking a lot about this word balance and how I should take it on. But then I decided that nature is my way to find balance in life, and this is a nice way to display that feeling by adding these stones by the water. Like that. And now I have too much things around me again. Where did I put the cap for the blue? And then I thought I could do a little bit of shading. I'm using a 3-in-1 watercolor pencil. It's not the original marks, this is from Lidl for kids, but it works the same way and feels the same way in your hand. Let's take some water and see if we can make these shadows appear a little bit more. Might need some more watercolor for it too. I'm using black and brown. And hopefully this will make it look a little bit even more 3D with the shadow from the stones. take my smaller brush. Concentrating. And I think we need some maybe blue grayish. Also for a bit of shading. It's acrylic on these earlier, so it's a little bit different when you are painting on watercolor on acrylics. Going back to the bigger one, and I'm going to do some splatters on them. And I think I want to have some white too. And some white splatter so it looks like it's a little bit of white in the water by the stones from the sea. A little bit more white splatters just before, I feel. And this dry it won't look so white as it's so thin, but it will change the color a little bit anyway. So I will dry this and then I will be back. So my stones are dry, and I think I will add a little bit more shadowing on them. It feels like it can need that. To make them look more real. Directly there is too much water, it will kind of move as it's on top of acrylic paint. So I will try to not use so much water. Let's see if we can get this to stay. Tone down the white a little bit more. Okay, that's enough. Then I just printed out a free word with balance on. And it really feels good with the small bumps on the stones. I'm not sure if you can see them, but when you touch it like this, it's really feels really special. So my balance are done, and I hope that it was a bit different, so you maybe get some ideas from it, at least with my small bellies. Okay guys, thank you so much for being with me, and for all your kind words. I am getting through this month. So I will of course be back again. See you soon. Bye bye from Sweden.